we're gonna watch Seth talk about Heroes of Might and Magic, the Golden Era. It's a new one that came out. I actually had the honor of playing it too. I went into it wanting to hate it because they have been massacring Heroes of Might and Magic after the third game massively, and it actually ended up pretty good. It definitely it basically stuck to Heroes 3, and I loved it. They genuinely did a good job with it. So I'm kind of interested in this video. Yeah.
Hey people, Seth here. Visualize happiness. For me, it is holding my greatest enemy hostage, covering his
greatest enemy is Ed Sheeran. Okay.
Yes.
skin in honey and slowly roasting it until it caramelizes into a layer of glaze. I do not watch, I listen.
It's a really long-winded way of saying that he thinks Ed Sheeran is a snack.
Listen to the cacophony of screams as he's pulled apart like a succulent pecking duck. My only sadness is in the knowledge that I can't do it again. He's beyond my reach, but for his crimes, he has eternity to answer for. Alternatively, sure, I'll take a new Heroes game. I have no financial relation to Hooded Horse or the perfidious child pickup artist in...
What is that? What is that? What am I looking at?
Botox. If it was a person.
Please tell me it's a like freaking filter.
Involved in his publication. But let's just say, if Ubisoft had their way, none of this would exist. Replaced instead with mobile slop shovelware, which I couldn't even access because, as of today, my Uplay account has been acquired by a Chinaman. As they say, we each have our own guardian angels. I just didn't expect mine to be living in the prefecture of Guangzhou. As someone who is on several lists, my online security is very important to me. For the past few months, I've been going to coffee shops, ingratiating myself with the Olden infirm, and integrating myself into their geriatric communities. Before long, someone asks me for help with their computer. I oblige, knowing they really just need some company. But this is where I strike. Instead of fixing their computer, I steal their computer and take a screenshot of a Yahoo Mail inbox to the monitor. I'm able to get about a week's worth of use.
The audacity, but also I'm taking my notes on this one. How to get on your PC.
Out of their system before I have to ditch the evidence and repeat the cycle. Worse still, I can feel myself slipping away, as each time I'm forced to snuff out the tender flame of compassion from my heart to do so. There has to be a better way. Introducing ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN routes all of your online activity through secure, encrypted servers. It's more effective than elder abuse and a lot easier on the wallet. Those backgammon lessons were really starting to eat into my figurine budget. What figurines? That's for me to know, and you to never find out, because...
I was about to say, it's probably like all like anti-character.
ExpressVPN is like being on the Epstein list. Nobody will ever know where you were or what you did. Not your internet provider, data brokers, invasive advertisers, nor scammers can see what you're up to. ExpressVPN keeps you safe. With just one click, you can secure up to 14 devices simultaneously. And right now, you can get ExpressVPN for just $3.49 a month. That's less than the allowance my parents give me. And if you scan the QR code, click on the link in the description below, or just go to expressvpn.com/Seth, you can get 4 extra months of service. That's expressvpn.com/Seth for 4 extra months of service. Gameplay is pretty much the same. Prior to standardized testing, IQ was measured by a player's build order. Regular humans are capable of long...
That just makes me wonder if my build order was bad. Never thought I'm gonna be insecure about my build order.
Long-term decision-making, prioritizing an economy, while others build every single unit dwelling and run out of gold by week 2. This designates them as barely sapient and are promptly shipped to the bottom.
I take turns. One round, I'll build up the economy. The other round, I'll build up the unit. Perfect harmony.
Bauxite mine to fulfill their destiny.
Heads up, new miner arriving.
But on to the changes. Stack splitting is easier than ever. Same goes for transferring armies and artifacts between heroes. Before, I send them away on their weekly mission of harassing leprechauns for spare change. We're back to hexagons. Why did we ever leave? Because math is hard, and we're gonna gaslight you into loving squares. Like Tribes of the East, every unit comes with 2 side grades, which can be switched at no cost. Like Civilization, every faction comes with a tech tree. Like Tales of Androgyny, skills come with a selection.
Wait, This part, I think I spaced out on this part.
Every faction comes with a tech tree, like Tales of Androgyny.
Well, I guess after the stream, I have to fire it up again.
Skills come with a selection of sub-skills, which are mutually exclusive and synergistic. Unlike the incredibly obtuse and convoluted Heroes 5 skill wheel, which isn't even documented inside the game, we now have subclasses.
Bro, who even plays Heroes 5? Like, why would you hate yourself? Why would you waste your time, your money, your... What? Let me know if you hated yourself enough to play Heroes 5.
Which still require insane RNG to roll the 5 out of 7 slots you're never going to get. Resources are mostly the same, except sulfur has been switched out for alchemical dust, which is required for upgrading dwellings. Or you can spend it all on an infinitely upgradable golden goose egg, which works off gacha mechanics, except there's no guaranteed pity pool, and it's designed to rob you. Magic now works off astrology. Mage guilds are astronomical observatories. Spells are the stars of a constellation, each of which is aligned with a different school of magic. Daylight cleanses, nightshade curses, arcane controls, and primal destroys. On top of this, you have high neutral magic, which is a 5-week countdown until everyone learns Dimension Door. There's 5 tiers of magic and 4...
Again, yet another thing I missed. What? How the hell was I playing this?
You're playing it with like brute force.
Like, was I even playing it at this point?
levels for every spell. These range from tactical to completely busted, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Outside of magic, focus is a new resource that's generated by attacking and being attacked, which is spent on unit abilities. Lore, we're in the continent of Jadam. That's Might and Magic 8, but it's before Heroes of Might and Magic 1, so...
Wait, is this how the game used to look?
That's Might and Magic 8, but it's before...
Oh.
No, like actually, is this how the game used to look?
It looks very old, but probably.
Damn.
For Heroes of Might and Magic 1, so there's no devil aliens yet, because Might and Magic 6 hasn't happened. This matters to absolutely no one. Don't even get me started on what a Varn is. We'll cross that bridge when we get...
Is it because it's hero, like it's Might and Magic? It's not Heroes. I think I remember, like, the Might and Magic is the old game, the original game, and then it became Heroes of Might and Magic.
Right.
I hope I'm remembering it correctly.
There. Currently, there's 6 factions, and I'm gonna cover them all. Temple. The Temple of the Sun is known for many things, mainly getting genocided by the same group of adventurers on a yearly basis. Turnover rates are high, nobody has time to read scripture, and the entire process of catechumenism is condensed to a podcast seminar by whoever survived.
The reason that white people are inferior is because they don't have enough melanin in their skin.
As such, the theology has suffered, and our angels are just golems on string. Regardless, they have some of the best lineup in years. 3 entire shooters, 2 of which can completely ignore...
There's also Might and Magic Messiah for the Xbox. You see, I never played anything outside of Heroes of Might and Magic. I never played Might and Magic. Like, this was complete news to me when I first heard about it. So, I did see people say that it used to be good.
Ignore ranged penalties. A set of armor...
And then it wasn't.
No, I don't know. No one said it if they got bad.
Which duplicates and reflects every single positive effect, and a solid steel wall of swordsmen, griffins, and inquisitors that ensure their backline remains untouched. And in case you ever get bored of playing artillery death stack that kills everything before it has a chance to get close, they still have cavaliers. I played the self-insert. Effortless Strike removes the focus cost of attacking with your hero. Battle Frill allows you to use it again if you kill the stack, and Inspiring Strike gives a 5% chance of resetting the cooldown per point of morale. But I was already morale maxing, so he killed everything himself and won the match. Grove represents the Druids of Murmurwood. It's Sylvan Rampart spliced with Conflux, except every elemental can awaken to receive a heavy steroid. They're expensive, bulky, and completely grotesque. Pixies are now a neutral unit.
I mean...
Expensive, bulky, and completely grotesque. Pixies are now a neutral...
I mean, did we have to start with the feet? I'll let everyone get it out of the system. Okay? You guys
There
done?
you go.
Are now a neutral unit. You get the scraps left over.
You see, in the past 5 to 3 years, we would not have had a random strategy game making sure you get feet and you get under booba. Pilot, Someone neuter pilot. I think he's in heat.
Pilot, you freaky, bro.
Yeah, with Booba. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Over by your haggard butch lover, an amalgamation of rotund chopplegangers that belong better in a trench than broad daylight. Physiognomy aside, they take some getting used to. Understanding is half the battle. And unfortunately, I'm retarded. Grove has the best casters, the strongest magic, and the fastest unit in the game, which guarantees you the first move. Each spell has its own cooldown, so I can't spam Armageddon, unless I retreat, return with another Phoenix, and spam Armageddon. But that's not always viable, because single hero and tournament are very popular variants. So instead,
You know why I didn't experience all of it? Because I stuck to the campaign.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I didn't experience all the chaos yet. But with Heroes of Might and Magic, I do like to do the campaign first.
I play this abomination, whose mirror copy works on the enemy to duplicate their strongest death stack under my direct control, which then proceeds to murder the original. And since I'm abusing Thaumaturgy and Murmurmancers, this will be my 4th spell on the first round of combat. And then I found out about luck, Grove's synergy with luck, and how, as a result of several subskills and laws, each of my units now crits for 300% damage 100% of the time. Dungeon is the Alvar Triumvirate. Basically bricks, but with troglodytes. The Dark Elves are in collaboration with the Dragons of Garrett Gorge and the Minotaurs of Ravage Roaming, resulting in a combined alliance of strength, resilience, and centralized banking. Each of their units come with a unique fighting style. Troglodytes can spit phlegm. Infiltrators can infiltrate other men, and the rest.
I was surprised. Like, infiltrators are pretty strong too. They're weak when they get punched in the face, but they do output a lot of damage.
You just gotta make sure you kill them first.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically land more hits based on the position of the enemy, punishing tight formations, close groupings, or just existing in the general vicinity of a dragon. The trade-off is less damage, until you develop a legal system and simply outlaw the penalty. As merchants, we play only the greatest of merchants. We take Antiquarian, unlock his money printer, and buy every artifact in the game.
Also, my dumbass is like, I'm sitting touching my PC, right? And I was like hovering my finger right around where the power button is.
You crazy.
I like living dangerously.
Their sum greatly outweighs the monetary cost. Necropolis. The necromancers of Shadowspire don't know how to raise dragons yet. So far, we can fuse them together. All we need is several living dragons and the entire economy. And then, my enemy casts Guillotine, turning the most powerful Tier 8 neutral into the most expensive pile of milk bones. Accordingly, vampires are your new ultimate, because that's all we can afford. The blood waterfall isn't even real, it's just Red 40. My wife is dead. I don't want to remarry. I just want to summon skeletons.
I'm being mood. Like, once you get married, you had a family, wife dies, what are you supposed to do as a pastime? Obviously, raise the dead. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
What, you don't raise the dead? Get with the program.
Rewind life can overheal and over-revive to create temporary stacks for the duration of a fight. All life is endless, increases the effect of heals and revives, which synergizes with Summon Avatar to double this bonus. I take no losses, because at the start of every fight, I multiply my ghosts, which coincidentally also have the ability to multiply, leading to a carefully managed feedback loop of infinitely rising numbers. Or just take Kelgul, rush Dread Knights, and win without firing a single synapse. Schism. On the continent of Arathia, to the north of Avlee, is meant to be Vori, the land of the snow elves. This region was never implemented or playable, so it's subject to a lot of speculation. Schism is complete fanfiction where dark elves have discovered and dug up Vori rituals to pull creatures from other planes, or the negative space in between.
Is that No, that's impossible. It's a squid.
As a result,
Ooh. Okay. I know I'm gonna get like minus 20 points for my IQ for just asking this question. Not even asking, just making the statement. I did not, for the love of me, I don't know why, I did not for some reason think about that Heroes of Might and Magic have lore. Like, I know they have lore with the campaigns and stuff like that, but like in-depth territory lore. I didn't think their lore was that deep. I guess I missed out on a lot.
It could also have been built upon other games being released as well.
Yeah, no, of course.
Everyone is melting, going insane, or bloat maxing. In exchange, they win the
Nice.
numbers game, using dead tissue to bind more horrors, and using
Okay.
victories as momentum to artificially inflate their stacks. Hive, following Hero's tradition of having Inferno as the worst faction, Hive makes an attempt. They get the coolest tier 1 in the game, with the best idle
Oh, did you see?
Whoa.
worst faction. Hive makes an attempt. They get the coolest
So it's like this bloodsucker getting the head and like digging the things into his chest.
It's a parasite. That's the name.
Yeah,
tier 1 in the
Huh.
game, with the best
that's
idle
pretty
animation.
cool. Oh
But
my god. Yo.
Little freaky.
Yo, damn. This goes kind of hard.
but they have
This is from Heroes 3. Yeah. I recognize this. I recognize this character. I recognize this like minion. Bro, no, this is a screenshot from Heroes 3.
have absolutely no shooters unless you have a mountain of resources for a tier 6 side grade. And they don't care. Once they close the gap, there's not much you can do, except watch them multiply because they can also lay eggs. Now, normally, there's counterplay to a highly vulnerable patch of temporary troops that take time to hatch.
Damn.
Except, the Hiver put his hornets on standby, so he'll always get the last move, lay his eggs, and spawn them without contest, at which point his
Oh.
cooldown resets. But that's not too bad, until you
Jesus
encounter a
Christ.
maniacal reaver and lose half your board in a single turn. You see, normally units take turns and wait for everyone else. Maniacal reavers ignore this paradigm entirely because as long as they get that Call of Duty hit marker, they get a second, which is separate from morale, so they get a third. As your eyes start tearing up and your Pampers diaper sags under the weight of its liquid gold, a fucking worm
That was hilarious.
shows up and eats the rest of your stack. Also, don't try to mix armies, or a single Hive mother will ruin your day. As she multiplies her stats,
Also, was that sugar?
don't try to mix armies, or a single Hive mother will ruin your day. As she
Ew, lady, what are you doing? That was meat in there. Yo, what is that?
your day, as she multiplies her stats and propagates them to the entire swarm. But everything I've described isn't the worst. No, taking a hero specialized in attribute gain and learning, leveling them to 12, and
All right.
resetting their level to 1 with the faction-specific building that was recently buffed to give them 4 of each stat for every free level spent isn't just the worst. It's already banned and competitive, which doesn't mean anything.
This competitive?
Really? There's really competitive for this?
You see, I don't even know if I'm being gaslit or not.
Because it's the same group of Poles, Russians, and dare I say, North Macedonians that complain about everything. 99%
Damn.
will never play competitive heroes because they don't live in an Eastern Bloc Khrushchevka. I have. So I'll give you a metaphor. SCP-106 is slowly chasing you, except it's David Goggins, and he's rock solid.
Who's David Goggins?
He took his Rhino 99 Vyvanse and Tamriel rebuilt dick pills. He's got that migraine rage after playing Deadlock. And after 10 hours of anticipation, he phases through the wall and loudly proclaims, "Goggy want fuck." That's what
I feel like that joke just went over my head. What?
competitive is like. In summary, everything I said is a lie. Necro and Schism are currently busted. Hive
Never mind.
sucks ass.
He lied.
And I'm not handing away strats to my enemies. The music is good, the town screens are nice, the story and writing is atrocious and sounds like the intrusive faults of a Tumblr blog. There's no teams for players, no underground, no water tiles. But none of that really matters. It's early access, and they seem to be doing a good job. This is the same team that brought us Darkest Dungeon without the gay sex. I believe in them. If you like heroes, you'll like Olden Era. But why listen
Wait, I actually did not know they worked on Darkest Dungeon.
to me? I'm an influencer. Do you know what that means? I'm one plane flight removed from being a human porta potty in Dubai. Don't listen to my shit. Decide for yourself. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Okay. That was a good game. Not good game. That was a good video. And my true opinion on it is, if you like this genre of games, you will enjoy it because like I said, I was planning to go into the game being an absolute disgusting hater of it. And I actually ended up having fun. How often does that happen? You go into a game intending to hate on it and clown on it, but you ended up going, wait, this is actually kind of fire.